Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for listening to our podcast
Show.
show.
Yes.
Um,
Would you like to introduce our show concept?
Okay, I think we haven't done it for a long time, so
You haven't done. I have done. Yes, for sure.
I was a bit surprised, like if, for you to ask me to do it, but so Soul Starters podcast. Our main concept is about we can start something that whatever we want to do anytime,
Yeah.
anywhere in our lifetime.
Yes, let's go.
It's never too late to start something that you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's our concept. And for example, my mom, she wanted to study abroad.
Yeah.
At the age of 60.
Yeah.
And
cool.
she did it for 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, she did it. So basically that's 9 years ago. But
Oh, nice.
she did it. Yeah. So
Wow.
that was actually one of the biggest inspiration.
Yeah.
For me to kind of quit my job and everything.
Wow, that's cool.
So I mean, think about it. Like 60 years old, she has 2 grandkids, and she left her husband, my dad, in Japan.
Yeah.
For 3 months, but my dad was so supportive.
Yeah.
Like he basically endorsed, the financial support. Basically 100%.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? My mom. So the 3 months of journey.
Yeah.
In Canada, she went to Canada because I went to Canada.
Yeah.
And I was dating a Canadian girlfriend, and like my ex. She was also in Canada around that time.
Yeah.
So she kind of helped her for
cool.
her homework and everything. It's quite nice. But the homestay, the host family was piece of shit.
That happens.
So she got traumatized from the experience.
Yeah.
But she said she was glad to do it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did she go to language school too?
language school.
That's
language
cool.
school. Yeah,
Wow.
for 3 months. Yeah,
Maybe I
100
should
days.
ask my mom to do it.
because she always wanted to do it,
Yeah.
but she couldn't find the right timing.
Yeah.
But then when she became 60, we kind of convinced her to go because she always said it. She said it. Yeah, she was like, I wish I could go abroad.
Yeah.
I wish I could study English and stuff. I was like, why not? Like, why don't you do it? Like, fuck it, do it.
Do it, yeah.
And
Fuck
then
it moment.
and I think my dad took her to the company.
Yeah. Like
the tour
abroad,
company, the abroad
agency.
agency, yes. The study abroad agency. And then the location is actually in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And she liked the culture and everything.
Yeah.
But even like, let's say 90% of the things are good,
Yeah.
and 1% or 10% is bad,
Yeah.
everything
Ruins.
look, I mean, it could ruin everything.
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So every time like we talk about this in the family,
Yeah.
she was like, do not talk about it anymore. I hate it.
Really?
It's kind of sad, but she didn't regret doing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
that's our main concept.
At least she knows, what experience it looks like. And
Yeah. And especially if she didn't actually try,
Yeah.
then she probably still would have said something.
Yeah. So she's kind of moving on too.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
That's our concept.
Great example. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. That's
It's a new story, actually.
So today's concept or topic?
Today's topic is about, we were so privileged to be able to meet people who give us a lot of inspiration.
Yes.
And today we would like to talk about some of the people who give us inspiration.
Yeah.
And affected and gave a lot of influences,
Yeah.
good influences in our life. I'm pretty sure that we have talked about our parents
Yes.
a lot.
A lot.
In
all
the
the
previous
time doing
episodes.
us too.
Yes. So first thing first, I think our parents are one of the biggest influences or inspirations in our life, and then we were so like thankful for those inspirations that they gave us, and especially like last month we worked together for the I filmed the one of the greatest athletes that run track and field, and I saw you as a producer and also coordinator
and also agent
and then I saw you as a working so hard, but I also
booking a sushi place
in a very last minute and basically dealing with a lot of very challenging requests from the clients and stuff, which funny. Is at one point you have to do it anyway, but since it's about the track and field event, right, the world track and field event, I saw you, like I saw your dad in you. I'm like, I saw you are so influenced by your dad's hard work, connections and legacy. So I can see like your dad is one of the biggest influence in your life. The same as my mom too. Be kind to the people. Even like you don't really know who they are. Be kind to someone is my mom's basically like a biggest personality, and then she always taught me to do it.
So each time when we talk about those kind of people who influence on our life, we learn a lot, and then we get excitement or I think it's always good to know the behind the scene story, something like that. But at the same time, I feel it's how can I say, too valuable that we take that story in our only in ourselves. I always feel like I know your mom's story, I know my dad's story. If I share this story to somebody, I 100% sure it will be valuable or something good. How can I say, the insight that can change somebody's life too. So that's why today we wanted to talk some influential person that we met and share with listeners, so that you can get also inspiration.
I think you have talked about your crazy work experience when you work at the the tech company, when you're working at the tech company and stuff, and then I think you have been always you have always been a challenger. You wanted you had so many things that you wanted to try, even within the company. But then I think one of the biggest the values that you actually earn is experiences and opportunities. Right? But then without, let's say, without people or without bosses who give you permission to challenge or tackle, you wouldn't have been able to do that, right? So tell me about like why you were able to actually work on those like a big projects. Because like you basically were in charge of like so many things since you were like in an early stage of the company.
Exactly. So just kind of background, when I was at the Google, the tech company, I always wanted to be the person who leads the sports project, sports business project, which is focusing on the Olympics, because Olympics was coming, and then when I joined the Google, I told this to my colleague and also HR, even maybe my old boss, but nobody believed
Nobody took it serious.
Yeah, because Google is not sports business company for sure. I knew it, but I kept telling that. And then one day, I had a story. I shared this to my senpai in the company. He became my colleagues in the Olympics team in Google. But at that time, he was working for a different team. And he's maybe like maybe 5 or 8 years older than me.
Okay.
And then when there was an opportunity coming up about the Olympics, he caught the information.
Okay.
And he sent me the chat. Hey Yuta, there's a rumor that the Google is gonna do the Olympics, the project.
Yeah.
And then my boss is gonna be the in charge.
Okay.
And I told about you, and I wanna join the team, and I want you to join the team too. So I was like, what shit, this is coming. And I was preparing everything, to whatever it takes. I wanted to get that opportunity.
Yeah.
But of course, there's a competition at that time. Everyone wanted to work for the Olympics because it's shiny. It looks like cool. And I was like just a junior kind of at the Google. So once he started this my boss that I want to share this coolest boss in my life. One of the coolest boss. So what he did was basically he got assigned Olympics and startups, like 2 big pillars, and he needed to create the team and the plan and the strategy, etc. When it comes to the Olympics, he had no experience, but the startup he had experience. He already founded the company before. And sold it, I think, and then joined tech company. So he has 100% passion toward the startups. But Olympics, he had no idea, right? So what he did was started to look for the candidate, and then I was probably one of the candidates and started to talk. But basically, he gave me the opportunities, and the reason why, because he said. This kind of special project, somebody who has passion and somebody young should do it. That's his kind of mentality. And then in the company, there are like more senior people wanted to take my position, role. But I think he took all responsibility. Maybe if I fail or if the project fail, he gets fired easily because it's a big project. But he said, no, you do it. And then he basically gave me the opportunity. And then once I got the opportunity, he was supporting me to create a strategy and then with our team. So early career, I was fortunate enough that I met somebody who didn't care about the age, who didn't care about the experience, but he purely assessed the person's mentality, energy, the passion, also work ethic and attitude. So I think in Japan, unfortunately, sometimes these kind of things are lack. Young people don't get the opportunities. So I really appreciate it. And then he basically gave me a lot of room, freedom. Whatever I propose. For example, I proposed let's go to the Olympics in Korea, the Pyeongchang Olympics. for business trip 1 week. But he's the executive of the Google Japan. You don't go to the Olympics as a business trip for 1 week if you are business executive because you're so busy. So I talked with his assistant. There's no room for that long time. He cannot go to the Olympics. It's too much. But he said, okay, let's go because it's important to see the Olympics. And then that's where we started to talk with IOC and everything started. But he basically, right before the business trip, I didn't have any agenda, but he trusted me. Okay, Yuta, if I go to the Olympics, I have to have the reason. I have to have the business justification. But at that time, I didn't have it. Because I was talking with like global agency. I can bring the executive from Google, but can we get the access to this event? Can we get the access to this executive? And he's my friend. He said, we can make it happen. But he was working for global agency. The global agency is big, and then until last minute, all the agendas kind of come and goes. So it was hard for us, but I trusted this guy. I think this guy is gonna make it happen. And then assistant is calling me, like, Yuta, there's no agenda. Like, what's happening? And then my boss was even like asking, Yuta, are you okay? And I said, yeah, sure. I will make it happen. But I was not sure. And I called this guy, hey, is this happening? And then, we're working on this moment. And then, but at the end of the day, I just need to trust this guy. And I trusted this guy. And then 2 or 1 day before, he sent all, agenda, the schedule. That was perfect, accessing it to worldwide, like global big sponsors, the party, dinner with IOC and those kind of things. And then because of that business trip, we could, I think, start the conversation with IOC and become an Olympic sponsor. So I did one good job, but I think lesson is my boss trusted me. I trusted this guy. And it's all about, trust and then, believe. If you want to do something big, that's what I learned. And then another story is when I went to New York to talk with the senior ESPN executive. ESPN is one of the big TV company, sports in the US. And then what I did was basically offer the speaking the presentation speaker a spot for the executive without getting approval from my boss. And then of course it's a business executive. It takes lots of costs bringing her to Japan.
It's not just you have to get the business class or first class.
Business class, and then here, even family wanna go trip to Asia. Of course, that's as a company policy you cannot offer, and then I had to take care of that part. But overall, my boss was when I went back to Japan, I said I already offered the job at the spot, and if company is not gonna pay, I'm covered. I'm happy to cover it. And he said, no worry, I will take care of that part. Of course, there's compliance, so he kind of managed something that we can, as a company, we can do, and just took care. But those kind of things, if you don't have the trust, the boss will be pissed, and then he will be angry at you.
That's true.
But he never got angry, and he trusts me a lot. And one day when I went to work, there's one Forbes magazine on my desk, just sitting there. Somebody left, and then there's a sticky note to Yuta. And I open and the page But basically, the Forbes magazine was featured in sports tech. And then there was like, the page was talking about sports business and the tech and everything, entrepreneurship. So that was from my boss. And then when I went to the 1-1, I told him like, thanks so much, leaving this book, and I will learn from that, and I really appreciate it. But he said, yeah, I thought this is something you want to pursue, sports, business, and tech. You should be the leader in the industry. You will complete this Olympics. After that, you should start your own business, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Your boss will not say that normal, like, because your, employee, the team member, if he or she leaves, then like you have to find someone, or, it's not a good thing risk, for the boss, but the boss was kind enough to really think about my career, and I really appreciate it, and I still keep in touch with him. And whenever I make a big decision, I go to reach out him and then get the advice. He's my mentor. But this person recently he published a book about his career. So this guy, he started his career at the Shosha, Sumitomo Shoji.
The corporation,
and like import and export the business stuff. He learned it, and then after that, I think I don't remember the exact order, but I think he went to Columbia MBA. But at that time, nobody went to US to study MBA. That was the early stage. And then corporate started to send some young people to the MBA. But he started the MBA, and he worked for what's that? The New York, they finance things like
Nasdaq?
Wall Street stuff, and then that was like summer job, and after that he, I think, started his I don't remember, he worked for SoftBank before IPO, and then he also started then he saw the potential of tech company. So he went to Silicon Valley, the hottest timing, the time of the Silicon Valley, Apple and everything is coming. So he was there for, I think, in a couple of years or 10 years, I don't remember, but he started his company, he saw that, and then he went back to Japan and started to work for Microsoft, and then joined Google. And when he was leading the Olympic startup project, he was already wanted to do the startups. That's his passion. But because of his kids and the family, he took this big corporate job. But since his daughter entered into the university, now his time is coming back, and so he was basically putting 100% effort to Olympics and the startups. And the startups, I think he initiated his idea and the project, and then eventually he left Google with the startup member, co-founded the company. And then in the book, and also I heard the story, he said when he started his company, 58 or 9, in Japan, not many people are starting company or taking a challenge like slow starters. But I want to make it normal to challenge, to start a company, to start a business at the age of almost 60. And now he's doing it. He's the CEO of the SaaS company. It's going well, and it has been 6 or 7 years. Sometimes he's the company's in startup ranking, the most viable startup in Japan and like LinkedIn, and he published a book. So I'm always learning from him, taking new things, a new challenge, learn new things. Even the Olympics, sports business was new, something new. But I learned from him. Like I'm putting my effort 100% entire my life for the sports business. I'm learning from my dad too. Yeah. So it combined like over multi decades. Right. How can I say, like over 20 years, let's say, of the commitment, including my dad or whatever. So I thought sports business is complex and it's hard to understand, hard to have the network. But by seeing my old boss, I learned if you are in the right company, right position in the industry, in the market, if trend is there, I think you can build network, you can get the trust within 6 months.
Yeah. 6 months.
Yeah. Before I thought like it takes like over 10 years or 20 years.
Yeah.
Yes, the commitment is important, but if you are open and if you build a network, work with the right people, you can make it happen in 6 months. Because my boss was learning sports business, and in industry, people started to notice, oh, Google is doing the Olympic and sports business, and he's the leader. So he was like seen as a kind of sports business leader in Japan, even though he had no experience, but he was open. So from my point of view, of course I have the experience and knowledge, and I got also some insight from my dad, so I know how sports business in Japan and other countries and global works. But compared to my knowledge, my boss was like catching up. I could tell like he's like in a good spot. He understand system complexity, and so I learned from him. Within 6 months or within a year, you can learn many things. You can do new things, even though you don't have any experience prior, before. So that was a good learning for me. And he's the one always open to new generations, new ideas. So that's why he's learning every time, every day, So it's cool.
It makes sense, huh? In that case, he's always kind of like eager to do something new. But then I guess he's also, how do I say it? He loves exploring new things.
Yes.
Learning from the young, learning from the new experiences. And then it's funny because I think in Japanese episode, you told me about like the reason why he started working for Microsoft is because he should prioritize family time and like a stable income and everything.
The wife told him.
I guess like nobody wins.
Yeah.
Nobody wins.
He makes the balance,
Yeah. But in that sense, it's his actions and also the process of trusting, like people like you. It totally makes sense because you're so eager to do it. You're so passionate for the new thing, especially the sports industry, the sports business, sports tech. I think trusting someone is not an easy thing. You have to.
Sorry, I need a hydration time.
Like it sounds of course it sounds easy, like you say it so easily, like oh yeah, the boss trusted me and that's why I could do it. But then to get to the point where you get the trust, you also have to earn it, right? And then the boss also had to
know. He has to know the process. He has to understand how to trust. But I think he was doing it even when he was young. He was getting that kind of opportunity. Doors open. he got trust from somebody.
Yeah.
So that's I think he's doing it for next generation.
Maybe he was also had the same experience.
Yeah,
he was trusted by the older bosses
Yeah.
and stuff. Or
Yeah, because like that even small thing, leaving the sports business book on my desk, I was completely like shocked. What kind of boss do that?
Yeah.
Like he was maybe learning by himself the sports business book. Went to the bookstore or whatever and then bought the book, and then he was thinking, maybe this is good, maybe for Yuta. So I give it to him. So that even small things, small actions, is telling that he trusts the person. He knows how to communicate with people, with the team. That was maybe small things for him, but it was really big for me.
Yeah, I mean, all those like small action would count for sure. And then you were probably really happy to be able to work with him, work under him, right?
Yes.
So I can see like you're very you did a hard work in there.
Yeah.
And win a trust.
Yeah.
It's not easy to win a trust either. So.
Once you have that kind of trust, you don't mind like working over hours. Sacrifice things.
Yeah.
For the team, for the boss, for the company. I was like putting 100% sacrifice my life, private life, and things like that, and didn't care what I have to.
Because it was your passion.
Yeah.
And you have a clear goal.
And I think he knew it. Like if this guy has that passion, he's gonna put 100%, 120%. If he puts that, nobody's gonna beat that passion.
Yeah.
So he has the experience. Probably he knew it. To tell who's gonna put 120%.
What you were just like telling me now, I actually gave me the idea of like one of the people that I always work with, and it kind of gave me a hint that I also maybe have earned the trust.
Yeah.
Because I was also quite passionate about making. For
Content.
me, it was a video.
Yeah.
And most of the work I do is basically video, like making videos and stuff. So, he's been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Since 2021, I met him on 2009 in the college, but he was like exchange student. He came 2010
Yeah.
Yeah, he's half Japanese, he's half American, and he was the reason why I quit my previous company.
He called
he called me. Yeah, he called me in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was at the Starbucks.
Yes, I remember.
At that time, I was like so eager, especially in 2013. I was so 2016, end of 2016. I was so eager to create content from scratch. I produce, I direct, I edit. I shoot and I edit. And it requires a lot of time, work. Basically, you're the creator, and then I believe that was the true vision of my ideal way to be a creator. You produce, you direct, you shoot and edit, and then you as a creator. But he taught me like one very important thing. So he basically worked as a producer / director. Depends on the project. Yeah. And he always let me shoot freely. Yeah. Unless he wants to shoot something specifically, he gives me a lot of directions. Yeah. But he basically let me just work freely. Yeah. And then I probably think that like there are so many times that he didn't like the footage. Yeah. But he went through it. And he did a good presentation to the client. Hey, this is what we got. This is the best work we can do. And recently I became producer / director for one project. Yeah. And if I do it by myself, the money's good. Yeah. But it doesn't really assure that you can create the good quality. Yeah. You have to let other people
do the work.
To do work. For example, our mutual friend, like cameraman, slash cameraman, just give him a work, and then work
raise the quality.
They'll raise the quality, equipment, and everything. And I didn't like to do that at first because I wanted to get all the money.
Yes,
I wanted to get all the credit. You know,
give me credit.
Give me credit. And and then I want to become famous. I want to become popular. I want to, earn the trust. The trust from the client, and I want to actually be proud of
my work.
Yeah, I want to be proud of myself for doing like such a hard work.
Yeah,
but I was, of course, missing so many points. Points as in like, I couldn't have the bigger picture. The biggest or the one of the most important thing is to create something amazing altogether. Right? To make the client
doesn't matter
happier.
who made it or
it
how
doesn't
much
really matter.
Contributed. As a team. And
I was just so selfish in that sense. And and he told me he actually told me few times when we were like drinking beer and stuff. But most of the time he actually show what I have to do from his action. For action is in not like non-verbal. Basically he just trusted me 100%. So he was quite happy for few work, that we worked together. And then he started trusting me more. All right, Tatsu, do your work. And then I was like, okay, I want to do it. So I think that the process of creating the trust is really depending on like what you really want, what you really want to achieve. And I often tend to forget the goal, the final goal. I always tend to look the closest one, which I want to earn a lot of money, and I want to become the popular creator and everything. But that's bullshit. It's a surface. It's very just surface. It's just nobody gives a crap about who you are. The most important thing is what you have achieved in your life, what you deliver, right? And it also came to the conclusion that what, I want to create something that people watch, after 5 years or 10 years and still think it's good. And then I want to contribute to the local community, especially I work with tourism. So the other person who gives me a lot of inspiration is the other producer who actually think creating content is good for the society, the video content or photos or website and everything, because there's so many unforgettable experience that you can actually have, especially let's say when you visit somewhere, you eat good food, you watch good views and stuff, but one of the most memorable thing is to be friends with local people, or to be able to respect local culture, and that's why you want to go back there. You just simply do not want to go back there just because maybe the view from this observatory is beautiful. No, you want to actually meet the person. You want to create, you want to deepen in the relationship with the local people, and then they were also happy to have you too. So those kind of the human based relationship is very necessary. It's a really must essence in the video. But nowadays a lot of people are hey, look at me, I created this. Hey, how cool this video is.
AI can create that too.
There's no love in it. Maybe self-love, just a self-love, but there's no actual love or value in it. And we always call it hey, do not do the masturbation. You have to create something meaningful, not just to yourself, but also for the people who cooperated in the local area. So the producer is basically thinking about it all the time.
Nice.
And then I got always an inspiration from it.
Yeah.
And then whenever I have to come up with the storyboard for the video, I have to my number one priority is how can I project the local people in a very raw way, and of course in a better way. And it's been fun.
Nice.
You know.
Nice,
you know, a lot of people say, hey, you know, like Tatsu, I'm so jealous because you always travel.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm quite privileged.
Yeah.
I know the work has been very tough, and you know, sometimes the payment is not ideal.
Yeah.
But I guess it has more meaning.
Yeah.
The working with them has more values and more meaning. So I'm quite privileged.
Nice.
And happy and thankful for the opportunity and also the inspirations and the learnings. Yeah.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
So, I love your relationship with your producer, friend.
Yeah.
There's a trust.
Yeah.
And then I had also trust with my boss. And I think trust is a key word.
Yeah.
Right. But how can I say? If we break down what makes trust or what create that trust relationship, try to crystallize the idea of trust.
Yeah.
Just hearing from your story, I kind of learned if the person is willing to accept your failure or accept who you are, there's a space, and let somebody let him fail it. Then if the person is willing to learn from mistakes and how can I say, be humble and to open to new things and mistakes, then that's kind of mutual agreement, and that basically creates a trust. So I think my boss knew how to let me fail, give me the space to kind of play with, and I learned it, and I was not taking it as kind of take advantage, you know, like I just take it granted. You know, I really appreciate that trust and safe space. And each time when I fail, I learn a lot and then build trust with my boss. If I don't learn from mistake, and I didn't care about the company, I didn't care about the boss, then probably there's no trust. So I just hearing your story, I thought that kind of breakdown.
I think it's you know, it's always valuable to learn how to fail things.
Also accept the people and open.
And I think I'm not gonna lie, I failed so many times, and I'm still failing many things in my own life. But it's not the end of the world, you know.
It's not.
But
final is not.
In other words,
yet
you can actually learn so many things from it. I know a lot of people say it, and then I you know, like it sounds very corny. I understand. I accept it too, but you die. You will die. You know,
we will die.
Whatever. You know, like probably in 50 years or 40 years. But I think the biggest thing that I want to do is to be thankful for my own life. And I want to die happily and peacefully. So whenever I feel like kind of I failed again, you know what? Chin up. Chin up, you know? And then you have to show that you can do a little bit better next time. And the producer and also my friend / co-worker always saw me. Saw me, you know, like the potential in me, which I'm very, very grateful.
Nice. Yeah.
Anyway, it's been like 40 minutes. That's quite good. Yeah, I mean, like the English episode is always about like 20, you know, the length of the episode
we got
is
excited.
like 20 minutes to 30 minutes. But yeah, I guess we became like, we were a little bit excited. And we're so happy that we were able to share our experiences and learning at the same time. Yeah. From each other, which is also a beautiful thing. And we would like to thank each one of you, whoever like following our podcast or just followed our podcast and then listen to our podcast episodes and stuff. We will be continuing to make more episodes and then also events and a collaboration, of course. So please stay tuned, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. 3, 2, 1. Slow starters.